A cordial welcome and warm greetings to all of you. On the very occasion of Virtual Literature Festival 2020 organized by Department of English MK Bhavnagar University, I take this opportunity to participate in narrative art contest, that is storytelling contest, wherein I am going to narrate the initial part of the short story written by Mark Twain. The title of the short story is A True Story, repeated word for word as I heard it. So friends, listen patiently to give your valuable words and ratings. So here we go. It was a summertime and twilight. We were sitting on the porch of the farmhouse on the summit of the hill, and Aunt Rachel was sitting respectfully below our level on the steps, for she was our servant and colored. She was of a mighty frame and stature. She was 60 years old, but her eyes was undimmed and her strength unabated. She was cheerful, hearty soul, and it was no more trouble for her to laugh than it is for a bird to sing. She was under fire now, as usual, when the day was done. This is to say, she was being chaffed without mercy, and was enjoying it. She would let off peal after peal of laughter and then sit with her face in her hands and shake with the throes of enjoyment which she could no longer get breath rough enough to express. At such a moment as this, a thought occurred to me, and I said, Aunt Rachel, how is it that you have lived 60 years and never had any trouble? She stopped quacking. She paused, and there was a moment of silence. She turned her face on her shoulder toward me and said without even a smile in her voice, Mr. C, is you an earnest? It surprised me a great deal, and it sobered my manner and speech too. I said, Why, I thought, that is, I meant why? You can't have had any trouble. I had never heard you sigh, and never see your eye when there wasn't a laugh in it. She faced fairly around now, and was full of earnestness. Has I had any trouble, Mr. C? I'm going to tell you. All about slavery. Yes, I've been one of them my own self. Well, sir, my old husband, my old man, he was loving and kind to me, just as kind as you as to your own wife. And we had children, 7 children, and we love them children just as the same as you loves your children. They were back. But the Lord can't make no children so black, but what their mother loves them and wouldn't give up. No, not for anything that's in this whole world. Well, sir, I was raised in Old Virginia, but my mother was raised in Maryland. And my souls, she was terrible when she would get started, my land. But she would make the fur fly. When she get into them tantrums, she would always say one word, that is. She said. She would straighten herself up, put her arm on her hips, and say, I want you to understand that I want born in a mess to be full by trash. I is to the old blue hens chickens I is. Yes, you see, that's what fox that's born in Maryland calls themselves. And they're proud of it. Well, that was her word. I don't even forget it because she said it so much, and because she said it one day when my little Henry tore his wrist awful and most busted his head right up at the top of his forehead, and the negroes didn't fly around fast enough to tend to him, and when they talk back at her, she up and she says, Look ahead, she says. I want you niggas to understand that I want born in a mess to be pulled by trash. I is to the one all blue hands chickens. I is. And then she cleared the kitchen and bandaged up the child herself. So I says that word too when I thrilled. Well, by my old mistress says she's broke and she got to sell all the niggers on the place. And when I heard that, they went to sell us all on the auction in Richmond. On oh good gracious, I know that the mean. And Rachel had gradually risen while she was won to her subject. And now she towered above us, and black against the stars. They put chains on us and as put us on the step as high as this post 20 foot high. And all the people stood around, crowds and crowds, and they all came up. So look at us all round, and squeeze our arms and make us get up and walk, and they then say, this one, they sold my old man and took him away, and they begin to sell my children and take them away, and I begin to cry, and the man says, shut up, you damn blueberry, and hit me on my mouth with his hand. And when this last one was gone, but my little Henry I grab him close up to my breast, and I raise up and says, you shan't take him away. I says, I'll kill the man that teaches him. I says, but my little Henry whisper and say, I want to run away, and then I work and buy freedom. Oh, bless the child. He was so good. But they got him. They got him, and the man did. You can tear the clothes off them and beat them and over the head with my chin, and they give it to me too. But I didn't mind that. Well, my old man gone, and all my children, and all my 7 children, and 6 of them I hadn't set eyes on again this day. Oh no, Mr. C. I hadn't had no trouble and no joy. Thank you, dear friends, for listening patiently. This was Rachel's story. I advise you to read the whole story soon, and don't forget to give your valuable votes in the link given in the description box. Thank you very much.